Hey guys, round of 32 has just finished and we're a couple minutes away from having the round of 16 start. So these are my predictions for the round of 16. I am filming this outside. The sun is literally there. So bear in mind with the eye squinting, I am sorry. But yeah, round of 16 predictions. In the round of 32, we did lose countries like Germany, Netherlands, DR Congo, Australia. There were a couple upsets, so yeah. And we have a couple of interesting matches. Round of 16 starts with Canada versus Morocco, which should be quite a fun match. Yeah, Canadians are still in it. They did beat South Africa 1-0 in the 90-plus second winner. So yeah, that was quite interesting. However, Morocco beat Netherlands on penalties. They were losing until the 91st minute, and then they came back and scored an equaliser, and they won on penalties. It was one of the worst penalty shootouts I've ever seen, but Morocco did win. Morocco are a stronger team in my opinion. They have people like Hakimi, the young guys. I can't remember their names, but Morocco do look strong. Like Morocco had 70% possessions against Netherlands. Yeah, this isn't like against South Africa. This is not like a weak team. Netherlands were a lot of people's favourites, and they had 70% possession against them. So, Canada are still missing Alphonso Davies. He did come on in the second half, and they did change the game, and they did play it a lot better. So, Canada are the hosts, but I don't think the game is in Canada. So, I'm going to stick with, and I'm going to say it's going to be 2-0 to Morocco. I feel like, yeah, Canada's over, and Morocco do look like a strong team. The game after that we have on TV is the French game against Paraguay. Paraguay probably pulled up the biggest upset and beating Germany on penalties. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Germany played better, but they didn't create much. Paraguay had a game plan. They defended, and then they managed to get a set piece, and they scored. And then defend again. And then Germany had chances to beat them. And then the penalty shootout happened, and yeah, they had good penalties. Paraguay almost didn't win. They had chances to score. They had to score 1 and 2 penalties, but they missed both. But then Germany missed again. So Paraguay in the round of 16. So yeah, it would have been Germany versus France, which could have been fun. But yeah, Paraguay's I think plan is going to be the same again. They're just going to defend. But then the French played the Swedish, and they kind of dominated the game. It wasn't kind of a content. It was an easy French win, and I'm going to stick with France. Again, I feel like Mbappe, Dembele, the Zouy, and Olise look too good, and I'm going to stick with France to beat them 3-0. The next games we have up is Norway versus Brazil. That should be a quite fun game. Brazil look quite strong, and Norway, everyone's dark horses, and they've been playing quite good as well. I'm trying to move because of the sun, guys, sorry. They have been playing quite well as well, and I do feel like Norway played pretty well. Who did I play? Norway played quite well against Ivory Coast. Yes, Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast did look strong, but yeah, Norway did do it. Haaland didn't do much, but he scored the goals. So I think if you stop Haaland, you stop Norway, but I still feel like Brazil is still better though, in my opinion. Brazil played... Who did Brazil actually play? This was quite early, I'm sorry guys. There's a lot of games been happening. Brazil beat Japan, who was strong. But yeah, Brazil scored a late goal as well. They all were late goals. Like Norway scored the winning goal in like the 86th minute. Brazil scored in 93rd. It should be a tough game. I don't see there being too many goals. But I do feel like, unfortunately, the Norway team does look good. But I feel like Brazilian team is too strong for them. And I feel like Brazil will win this game 2-1. I just feel like Haaland and Norway will score, but I do feel like Brazilians will be too technical. This might go to extra time though. So I feel like this will be a game decided in extra time though. And then next, from all my English viewers, it's England versus Mexico. Oh my goodness, the way England played against DR Congo, I thought I'd be making a video about England being out of the World Cup, but they're not. So we move on. We stay happy. Football's coming home, guys. But realistically, I feel This is the thing, because the way England played against DR Congo, we looked terrible. Like, we did not look good. We somehow scraped it, but DR Congo was a good team. They didn't like conceded 2 goals within 57 games, and we managed to do that. And wins like that will happen. Every team has had a bad World Cup game so far, well, except France. Like Spain drew against Cape Verde. Argentina went to extra time with Cape Verde. Portugal drew against DR Congo, so DR Congo was a strong team. But England managed to beat them, and that's the most important thing because we're through. However, our next issue is we're playing Mexico in Mexico. There's been a lot of controversy about this game because apparently there might be a storm, so I'm not excited for this game because it's at 1 a.m. English time. And if there's a storm, it might be delays, so hopefully the delays are not too long. But yeah, Mexico looks strong. They haven't conceded a goal. And they look quite strong. They have been... Some games they've struggled, but they've literally won every game. Like, they beat South Africa 2-0. They beat South Korea 1-0. They beat Czech Republic. And then they beat... Who did they beat? They beat somebody 2-0. But yeah, it was kind of expected them to win. So I feel like England is their biggest test. And I feel like that should be a good game. Am I going to be... I don't know who to say. Like, I feel like this game could actually go to penalties. But yeah, I actually feel like this game will go to penalties. I feel like it will be 1-1. 1-1 after extra time. It's either going to be 1-0 to either... If I have to say, I feel like Mexico will win this game 1-0. But then, yeah, England have fought back. But I do feel like this game will go to 1-1. And I think if this game goes to penalty, England wins it. So yeah, for England's sake, I'm going to say England wins on penalties. But if this game doesn't go to penalties, I feel like Mexico will win 1-0. So yeah. Then after that, we have Portugal versus Spain. Spain hasn't looked that strong yet, but they are playing the perfect knockout football. There's so many games, and Spain did not start well, but every game they've looked better and better and better. And I feel like that will keep happening. And yeah, I think Spain are still not at their best. And everyone is like maybe underestimating them, but Spain are still very strong. Their issue is up front. Ozablag, I can't say his name, I'm sorry guys. But yeah, he keeps scoring goals, but yeah. They play Portugal. Portugal, controversial game with the goal. Well, not the Croatia goal at the end that wasn't given because of a tiny bit of hair that touched the ball. So, controversial, but yeah. Was it the right decision? Who knows? We'll have to... We are not experts, of course, from watching home. But Ronaldo has scored his first knockout goal. And it is the next game. So we have one more game with Ronaldo. However, they both are quite strong teams. But I do feel like this will be Ronaldo's last game at a World Cup. Unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for Ronaldo fans. Of course, for me, I would like to see Ronaldo go further. But Spain still look too strong. And I feel like, as I said, as the tournament goes on, Spain are looking stronger and stronger. And I feel like this will happen in this game. I feel like Spain will win this game 2-1. I'm going to say Portugal will score. I was going to say 2-0, but I'm going to give a goal to Portugal. But yeah, I feel like Spain will win in normal time. I feel like it will go 2-0. And then near the end, Portugal will score a goal. And yeah, and it will end 2-1. Then the game after that is probably, I don't know, the most uninterested. No, that's actually, yeah. A game that no one cares that much about, but still could be a fun game. And it's Belgium versus USA. How did Belgium get here, guys? They were literally 2-0 down against Senegal into the 85th minute. Senegal looked like a stronger team. It seemed like it was going to be all over, you know? It looked like Senegal were going to go through. However, Belgium somehow managed to get 2 goals back and then win on extra time. That for me was bizarre. Yeah, Belgium have done it again. They did it like in 2018 against Japan, being 2-0. So 2-0 lead against Belgium just doesn't mean anything. And then yeah, USA played very good against Bosnia. The game wasn't the best of games. Kind of USA did look stronger. Bosnia didn't look that strong. But USA's issue is Fallon Balogun has been sent off and he will not be playing in this game. So will this affect them? Of course, because he is their main striker. But they still have people coming off the subs. Like, I think they still have Timothy Weah, like Ricardo Pepi and other people that they can bring on. So I do still feel like this will be a close game. And this could be a high scoring game as well. And I will believe that. And I'm going to stick with this prediction. And I'm going to say USA are my dark horses. USA Morocco were my dark horses at the start of the summer. And I'm going to stick with them. The game is in USA. I feel like USA will win this game. Let's say 4-2. Let's say they're going to win 4-2. Actually, no. Is Qatar conceding 4 goals in the World Cup? No. 3-2. Sorry, guys. 3-2 to USA. And USA will beat the Belgians and will be in the quarterfinals. Yeah. Is that probably the most the surprise package so far? Potentially. Then our next game is Argentina versus Cape Verde. That was the recent one. Against Egypt. Messi has got an easy road to the quarters. I think the hardest game is either the semi-finals, I think. Yeah, it has to be the semi-finals where they play like either Brazil or England. But in this round, they literally have to play, who did I say? Egypt. Egypt beat Australia in penalties. Both of them teams did not look good. I won't lie. Egypt probably should have won the game, but it went to penalties. Not really much to say about them. They have more Salah, who, yeah, Egypt are behind. Egypt won a knockout game, so happy for them. Yeah, Australia, controversially, brought on their second goalkeeper, Matt Ryan, to save the penalties, but he didn't save any. And even though Beecham had a good tournament, maybe that was the reason Australia lost, but who knows? And yeah, Argentina escaped Cape Verde. I watched that game. I was worried. For a second, I did think that this game would go to penalties. And you wanted Cape Verde to do well, but not against Messi, you know? So, but yeah, Cape Verde, shout out to them. Amazing. Yeah. Praise them. Vizinho, like the whole team, the whole nation. Proud of you guys. Shout out to all of them. And yeah, surprised, shocked. But yeah, but the Argentina did it. Again, Argentina doesn't look that strong. Messi looks strong. But luckily, the second and third goal was set up by the other guys. But yeah, Messi's beautiful first goal. And you thought it'd be all over. But Argentina won. So they did struggle. But I think everyone has struggled against Cape Verde. So, and I feel like after this, now they've had a reality check. Because the other games, they did win like quite comfortably. Like 3-0, 2-0, 4-0. No, they've had the reality check, and I feel like they will beat Egypt. And I'm going to say they will beat Egypt 3-0 to Argentina. Sorry, Egypt, but you will be guys going home. And then we're going to our last game. I think it's the last game. I'm going to double check. But the last game is Colombia versus Switzerland. That could be a fun game. Two underrated nations who both have said quite dark horses. Yeah, quite defensively set up. Colombia played quite fun football, actually. They beat the group of Portugal. And yeah, and then beat Ghana 1-0 last night. I haven't watched that game, I'll be honest. And I was currently watching like Switzerland versus Algeria, where they comfortably kind of won. So it should be a quite interesting game. Again, not like a big team game. People are probably not going to be like, oh yeah, let's go watch. It's probably going to be a game that people will skip and like check the results after. And I feel like that could be too defensive, quite defensively, but they also have quite attacking. But I feel like Colombia will win this game 1-0. The only reason I'm saying this, Switzerland did not look good against Qatar in the first game. Ever since then, they've looked quite good. So, and that's the only reason I'm saying for Colombia to win. I don't think there'll be many goals. And yeah, I think that's it. Let me double check if I missed it. No, I haven't, guys. So that is it for my predictions. Hope you enjoy them. I hope they're right. Yeah. Let me know who you think. What do you think will be the biggest surprise? What do you think the England score will be? Yeah. Will England win or will they not? Let me know. And yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like. And yeah, subscribe for more videos, guys. And check Reels out. I'll be still posting them. I know I'm a bit behind, guys, but I'm catching up, I promise. But yeah, it's been Carlos Talks Football, and I'll see you guys for another video. Bye bye for now.